Hello, everyone. I'm Christina. Welcome back, everyone. And for everyone else that is new, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad that you are here. Lots been going on, especially in the Israel region, right? War taking place. And we really need to talk about that because a lot of people need to know where this fits into Bible prophecy because it actually does. We're definitely going to talk about that and more. Want to be sure to let you know that I have some links in the description box as we're waiting for people to just come in. Just remind you that links to Daily Excellence and Paul and Adrian's channels down there, as well as my PayPal links and Buy Me a Coffee links in case you want to send a donation. That's always a good thing in this household. But let's go ahead and get started. This is a time of uncertainty. In this time of uncertainty, we know that God is with us. He is always with us. And he wrote about the things that are happening before they happen. Okay? Because he has a great plan. He's got his eye on you, on me, on everybody. Hello, Dan and Connie and Clarissa. These cats. They're going to have to wait. There's always light in the storm. Don't forget about that. And we've already been dealing with a war in Ukraine for over a year now. The rest of Europe's being dragged into it. And after 50 years since the Israeli war that started on October 6, 1973, another war, this war started on Saturday, the Sabbath, October 7th, 2023, by Hamas and his friends. It started during Yom Kippur, which a lot of you are familiar with. You're probably already familiar with how many deaths just the Israelis have, which is over 800. We have 9 American for sure that have died and dozens captured, which they tried to use that as negotiating to win the whatever, what's it called, some ground to stand on. Well, if you do this, then we're going to harm the captives. You've got to defend your country. Zechariah 12, should be Zechariah 13. You're also seeing, we can check that out sometime. Absolutely. Thank you, Lynn. Hello, Hipsy Gypsy and Charmaine. There we go. All righty. Okie doke. Okay. We're doing good. Iran considers Israel to be a Zionist state. And the Palestinians, they believe that they are exercising sacred wrath. So they feel that they have the right and the need to do what they're doing. Iran is promoting the liberation of the Al-Aqsa mosque from its Zionist occupation in Jerusalem. That's what they're promoting. That's what Iran is doing. Now, Saudi Arabia was trying to get into this peace deal thing. They wanted to get a leg in on what's coming. So for Hamas to do this, it was kind of throw a wrench into things. So they're like, they want it to stop. U.S., UAE, and Italy strongly condemn this. Flights have been canceled. People believe there was intel about the coming attack, like with Pearl Harbor. Civilians, including women and children, were attacked. And that's important because the visions that I've had about when they come here, when the Russians and their friends come here to America, it was the same thing. It was no mercy, depending on age, pregnancy, nothing like that. They came in very quick, like a lot quicker than what you're seeing here. I guess because they've had practice, but it's going to be very, very, very quick, a very pretty day. And they will be going into these buildings with helicopters, and they'll be rounding up people. So please pay careful attention to what's happening there, because that's a lot of what's going to be here. You're going to have to be prepared to react very quickly because they've had a lot of practice. Thank you, Dan. All right. Now I wanted to take a look. We talked about the Ezekiel 38 war last time on this channel. If I'm not mistaken, it was last time. And the difference between Psalm 83 and Ezekiel 38 is that the countries that seem to be described in Psalm 83 seem to be that inner ring of fire around Israel, such as Lebanon, Yemen, Syria, Iraq, Egypt, Jordan, Palestinians, the places right around Israel. That's who you see in the Psalm 83 war. And it's been talked a lot about, and a lot of people always saw that as an end time prophecy, right? Nobody was at the borders. I did not notice that, Dan. I did not notice that. Lynn, do we have a problem? You seem to be agitated, and there's a lot of caps going on. My goodness. All right, so we're going to read Psalm 83. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, which is Jordan, and the Ishmaelites, which is the Palestinians, Moab, I must have missed getting that one. The Hagarenes, that's Arab conquerors of Mesopotamia, Syria, and Egypt. Gabal, which is Lebanon, Ammon, Jordan, and Amalek is an area south of Israel. The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, which is Lebanon, Hezbollah, and Assur being Iraq. Okay, Assur also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison. So something like this has taken place before, or a situation where they want the end result to be like what happened to these people here, the nobles of Oreb, and like Zeb, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains afire, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek the name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever, yea. Let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Jehovah, art the most high over all the earth. All these countries are that was named in Psalm 83 is being named, going on a lot, named a lot right now in connection in the news of this. That's right, Clarissa. All right. Good deal. Hello, Sally. All right. There was, right, so I was looking, and right now in the news, Israel-Lebanon border fighting, just like in the chapter, you'll notice that the names I bring up that are in the news now, included with this, are a lot of the names that is in Psalm 83. Ezekiel 38 seems to have like the outer countries from the Ring of Fire out there, like Russia. But we have Israel-Lebanon border fighting. Jordan doesn't want a bunch of Palestinians thrown his way via a peace deal. That's been in the news. Saudi Arabia in the center of normalization with Israel. Hamas is at the center of the war. Egypt wants to be an active negotiator. Iraq has been hostile with Israel since 1948 and believes that the attack on Israel is due to decades of injustice on the Palestinian people. While they condemn the attack on Israel, Iraq pledges to support the Palestinians. Meanwhile, China's in the background because I think they're really looking forward to a peace deal, and this kind of throws a wrench into it. There's this article. It's China urges calm after Hamas attack on Israel. I don't think Israel is in the mood for calm right this second. They're very, very upset. China urged calm Sunday in the wake of Hamas's attack on Israel from Gaza. We call on relevant parties to remain calm, exercise restraint, and immediately end the hostilities to protect civilians and avoid further deterioration of a situation. Everybody seems to have a leg in this. Even Biden in the U.S., he's trying to get reelected. So he's trying to do some small thing on the border, but he's also big into this peace deal. He wants in on this too. I feel like everybody's trying to get something out of this peace deal they want that is coming. But hold on just a second. Hello, Debbie. Sorry, I'm just trying to collect myself for just a second. Shalom, Patty. It's good to see you again. Hello, Thea. Can I pray live? I've always been. I can, but I just feel like it's always best if you pray yourself. You've got just as much power as I do, and you don't have to know what to say. You just talk to him. Just talk to him. You know. Sometimes you may not know what God's will is, so you can say, "Let your will be done." I'm not. I'm worried about the family, but I know that this is prophecy. It's almost like this has already happened, that God has a plan even for this situation. Israel's not going to be destroyed because there's too much going on in the immediate future with them. They're Israel's forever anyway. I don't think it is a coincidence at all, Clarissa. I don't think any of this is a coincidence at all. The timing of it, get over here. This little boy's been just at me the whole time. Anyway, oh my gosh, yes. So I still think they're working on a peace deal. But one thing I noticed was that when Israel became a nation again in around 1948, it was after war that involved it, and there was some sympathy involved. And I'm wondering if this right here will be the catalyst to the peace deal. Again, I think everybody's getting something out of it, out of this attempt to divide Israel. So I think they're really going to want to get back to that as soon as possible because, like the Bible says, they want those holy lands. And there is that push to promote the Al-Aqsa mosque that's at the Temple Mount. So everything is centering around Israel right now. We are in the throes of Bible prophecy right now. Can you believe it? I mean, there's just anybody who denies it now has really, really put themselves in a thick bubble. You know, they've worked really hard to protect their fantasy bubble if you can't see it now. But the Ezekiel 38 war is, and this is according to scholars too, that they often have said that comes right after the Psalms 83. Some people have mistaken Psalms 83 and Ezekiel 38 as the same thing, but the areas of people that are attacking are different. Where the people are from are slightly different. They're more outer bands on the next one. Love and prayers, yes. 6 billion to Iran last month. Man, he sure likes giving a lot of money away. I I think a lot of our families do, Nia. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Calico 45. Ooh, hello, Barbara. Didn't want to miss you. Thank you, Kylie. It's always good to see you. So good to see all of you. Hello, Demar. God bless you. All right. I will check out the other chapters in the Bible, but I would rather do that and then come back here and talk to y'all about that at another time. But we are here. So really, you need to make sure that you have things that you can have food, because in the throes of all this happening, the food is supposed to start really disappearing, not just going short. That should be in our very immediate and near future. So make sure you got what you need, please. All right. I know that a lot of people are worried. They think that we're going into World War III. We're not. We're not yet. And if this is more of a wars and rumors of wars, it's still leading up. We are still going to have that peace deal with Israel. And I bet this has a lot to do with it. Now, could I be wrong? Sure. But we'll see. We'll see, won't we? We always do. Because time reveals all things. Prices are out of this world. My rent went up, and I'm like trying to figure out how we're even gonna eat. I would have reported on this a couple days ago, but I was running another fever again. I'm always kind of sick. But I think this time it's because I need to see a dentist. You know, my seizures crushed my teeth, and I really need to go. But anyway, I don't want to trouble y'all with my personal problems. Try not to be losing sleep over this per se, because there's more to come. You don't want to wear out your nerves just yet. Everything is going to work out, and we're going to move to the next phase. What you need to be worried about more than anything is making sure that you've got your batteries charged all the time, your escape plans. You know, make sure that you've got what you need, because at some point, attention for the next disaster is going to be looking back at us. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I don't want to keep y'all all night, all day. And I promise I'll be talking to you soon. God bless you all. Bye.